What is up, everyone, and welcome back to more Mass Effect 3. I don't know what we're gonna do today, but we shall see. Power bonuses, reassign powers. Huh. So I can just pick one of these? Ooh. Ooh. I kind of want... Ooh, barrier would be good. Carnage is pretty cool. Okay. Interesting. I thought that those were just to reassign powers. I didn't realize there was different ones. Dock. Personal apartment. I'm going. Oh, this is nice.
I've got Admiral Anderson on the QEC. Patching him through to you now.
Shepard.
Admiral, how are you holding up?
Day by day, Commander.
Yeah. Hackett sent me a message about this apartment.
I want you to have it. Take it off my hands.
Aww.
Are you serious?
You need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head. Kaylee wanted us to settle down there. Thing is, the longer I'm on Earth, the less I want to leave.
Wow.
And I want as few loose ends out there as possible. Like I said, you'd be doing me a favor.
No.
That's very generous.
It's practical. We need you in the best shape possible. Rested. Focused.
If you say so. Thank you.
And make yourself at home, damn it. It's yours now.
I'm sure I can manage.
Okay, good. Been meaning to do that for a while. I'll talk to you soon.
Be careful out there, Anderson.
You too, Shepard.
Aw. So cute. Oh. Notes for Anderson biography,
You
relationships.
never asked me about this, but my wife just called. My ex-wife. Nobody likes to talk about the toll that long months apart can have on military relationships. She wasn't military. She couldn't handle it. But it's not even about military and non-military, damn it. It's space flight. Space flight. Finding the mass relays, miracles of engineering. Human imagination rising to meet our desires. We pay a price for that curiosity, that drive. Our relationships suffer. People we love suffer. But that's reality. And it's worth the cost. I must have thought it was. I guess I still do. In the end, you just have to hope you made the right choices.
No. The most annoying ringing noise I've ever heard. Where? Over here? God, shut up. That is the worst noise ever. Dinner at sushi place on me. Hey, Shepard. I've got a few things I want to go over with you. With the Normandy and dry dock, I figured we could meet up at the Ryusei sushi place down in the wards. I hear it's the best. Ooh, that sounds fun. Catalog. Oh, I can customize it all. Interesting.
What was I talking about? Early days, right? People ask why I joined the military. Everyone talks about honor, duty, sure. But that's never the whole truth. It's 100 little things that add up to commitment. I joined because of a dog. Yeah. A dog. This patchy, mean son of a bitch that used to bark at me every day on my way to school. He'd snarl and I'd start running. Scared the hell out of me. I was just a kid. I remember being in a bad mood one morning. Angry, I can't recall why. When that dog started in on me, I snapped. Started barking right back. We both kept at it until we had nothing left. Dog never bothered me again. Why'd I join the military? Sometimes you just gotta howl to make things right.
These are so cute.
No, it's fine. I got a few minutes. First contact war? Yeah. I was there. My first real combat. First for a lot of us. I remember one night early in the war. Strapped to my seat as our transport approached the LZ. Everyone was dead silent. Just the sound of breathing. Good men. I trained with all of them. We were always joking and horsing around, but not this time. Just the rattle of the shuttle. And that heavy breathing. Everyone was thinking the same thing. We're off to fight alien invaders. Aliens. Think about that. We all grew up wondering what was out there. If we were alone in the universe. Now we knew. We weren't alone. And we were in trouble. So there we were. About to face an enemy as different and unknown as we could imagine. I knew I had to say something, keep the men relaxed. So I turned to the soldier beside me, Hendricks, I think, and asked him how his mother was doing. Fine, he said. Why? Because I heard your mama so ugly the Marines thought she was a Turian. Almost shot her. I got a few smiles. Then Hendricks turned to me and said, Hell, Anderson, I heard it was a picture of your mama that started this goddamn war in the first place. Scared the Turians shitless. Everyone had a good laugh at that. And the boys fought great that night. Sometimes that's all it takes. A joke, a pat on the back. Just a little reminder that everything's gonna be okay.
Aww. Oh, what's this?
A few months ago, I had a chance to sit down with one of Earth's most decorated soldiers, Admiral David Anderson. He was kind enough to answer my questions and talk about his career. Today, the Admiral is on Earth, leading the defense of our home against the Reapers. We have no communication with him or any soldiers on Earth, but we can't forget what they're doing for us. Tonight's show is dedicated to all of the soldiers out there, fighting and dying to keep us safe. Admiral Anderson, today marks the 30th anniversary of the N7 program. Can you describe your first day of training in this now famous program?
The Interplanetary Combatives Training Program is all business from day one.
How so?
We're given basic gear, then separated and stranded on an asteroid with no nav data. The test ends when the last person runs out of oxygen.
Sounds daunting. What happens to the ones who run out of air first?
Out of the program. The best N7s can survive alone, but work together to survive even longer.
That's very impressive, Admiral. Deep space survival training. That has to be so difficult. All of it would take such strength of character. Well, just plain strength. But then you seem like a strong person.
I'm sorry. Is there a question in there?
Well, does the program make the man? Or do you think you were born for this?
It's a bit of both, I suppose. Every soldier reaches a point in their career, sometimes more than once, when they are asked to give more than they ever thought they could. That moment is the test. I've seen men and women, almost sure to fail, persevere long past the point of breaking. That experience changes them. Others, with all the gifts and abilities, fail in that moment. Sometimes they pick themselves up and carry on. Sometimes they're just done.
What about you? What was your moment?
I've had a few, none of which I'd like to share. But, I think the toughest tests are still ahead of me.
What makes you say that?
Call it a hunch.
Soldier's intuition?
Something like that.
Do you trust your intuition? I mean, do you follow your heart over your mind?
Well, it depends on the day. No, I suppose if I were to be honest, I do trust my instincts. The problem is, war isn't orderly. And the enemy is never predictable. Even the most experienced veteran is going to find themselves in situations they haven't trained for. In those instances, and there's more than I'd like to admit, your instincts are the only thing keeping you alive. That, and the men and women you're fighting beside.
But soldiers are only as good as their leader, isn't that true?
Yeah. A good leader can make an okay squad great. A bad leader, well, war tends to make examples of them.
What makes a good leader then?
A good leader is someone who values the life of his men over the success of the mission, but understands that sometimes the cost of failing a mission is higher than the cost of losing those men.
That's a terrible line to have to walk.
Yes, it is. But war is a terrible thing.
Thank you for your time, Admiral.
No.
Thank you.
The
I love
remainder of this
Anderson.
interview was to take a more personal look at Admiral Anderson's life. It wasn't finished when the Reapers invaded. We can only hope that the Admiral and the soldiers under his command survive to tell us the rest of their stories. I'm Khaleesa Al-Jilani.
Boop-a-doop-bop-a-doop-bop-boop. Ooh, I'm gonna oh, that's cute.
Do I ever feel that the ends justify the means? Spirit of law over word of law. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, but I think I know what you're after. You're referring to the way I, arranged to have the Normandy released to Commander Shepard before the Battle of the Citadel. I'm not sure how valuable hindsight is to the military. Obviously, it worked out for the best. Without the Normandy and Commander Shepard free to do what they needed to do, what we needed them to do, Saren might have taken the Citadel. I think it's clear what a different galaxy this would be if that had happened. I did what I had to. If I had been wrong, I would have gladly accepted the repercussions. The real trick is never being wrong.
The repercussions.
If you're looking for more action and less philosophy in these notes, let me know.
All these nice paintings. This is so nice. Look at this bed. I want to punch this. Oh. Oh, this is cute too. That's a fancy toilet. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite mirror in this house. There's upstairs. This is back at the opening.
The Normandy? A brand new ship. My ship. You don't forget that moment. The first time you're standing there. The whole crew looking to you.
Oh, it stopped. I thought I was going to keep playing.
The Normandy? A brand new ship. My ship. You don't forget that moment. The first time you're standing there. The whole crew looking to you for direction. Unforgettable. I'd led men and women before that. Seen a lot of combat already. Always managed to find my way home in one piece. Do that a few times, you begin to think you know better than the next guy. Maybe you do, I don't know. But if you're lucky, really lucky, you find yourself on a good ship, in front of a good crew. A crew you can trust with your life. Gifted. Disciplined. Brave. All of them. Eager to set sail into the endless black ocean. I still remember my XO asking what my orders were. Shepard, I said. Let's see what we can find.
Interesting. It's back here. Oh, I can meet Joker out there. Ah.
Embarrassing moments? I've got more of those than anyone will ever know. Only way to learn something. But if I had to pick one to share... I had just gotten promoted to N7. Full of myself. King of the castle. Found myself buying drinks for undesirables in some rundown bar in the wards. They toasted my recent promotion. Hell, they would have toasted Batarian slavers if it had got them more drinks. About the time my money ran out, my new friends turned on me. I was outnumbered. Things didn't look good. My plan to get out of there involved lots of punching. Well, that worked for a while. Then a table hit me. Or I fell down. When I came to, I saw a Solarian putting the rest of the troublemakers down. A Solarian? Moved like a damn cat, I swear. When everybody was out cold. Or running. He walked over and helped me up. N7, he asked. Yes, sir, I replied. He looked over my collection of unconscious friends, nodding. Not bad, human, he said. Then he walked away. I had met my first Spectre. Learned an important lesson that day. No matter how good you think you are, there's always somebody quicker, faster, and a hell of a lot smarter than you just around the corner. That little lesson's kept me alive more than once since then.
These are all so cute. I guess I'll go upstairs, see what is up here. Throw the music back on. This place is a huge apartment. Like, my God.
Okay, so Tombstone data. Admiral David Edwin Anderson. Not sure why anybody would be interested, but thanks for asking. I was born in London, June 8th, 2137. The last of 3 children born to Ursula and Paul Anderson. A nurse and a flight mechanic, respectively. But that's a little dry. And someone's gonna spice this up, right? Never been much for the spotlight. Anyway, where was I?
Is this the first
It was
one?
a second marriage for my parents. They were almost 50 by the time they had me. My mother worked shifts, so my father would often take me to the base. While he worked, I watched transport ships and fighters take off. Worked his whole life around space travel, my father. But he never left Earth. Not for a day. He was a good man. But that's just a side note. Don't put that in. Who is it, Kaylee? Hey, Yes, I need to take that. I hope this is what you're after. I'll get to the more interesting N7 stuff next time.
This is all so adorable. Another bedroom. Hold on. Turian experience.
The Turians? Well, I might not always see eye to eye with the politics and the individual, but I have a great respect for the Turian military. Any Alliance soldier lucky enough to take part in their training programs will certainly be better for it. Their precision, skill, and discipline come together in a way that's second to none. Not that I'm faulting our own people or training. It's just that after fighting Turians in the First Contact War, years later, I had the opportunity to observe and train on Palaven. It was a turning point for me. And I would encourage any soldier to try it. It's a unique experience to put yourself in the squad of a Turian commander. My commander was an uncompromising bastard named Bartux Oryx. If you can find him, just ask how the platoon I commanded was trounced in his strategy game. Humbling. But I've used what I learned that day many times. The xenophobes will have their say. But I think it's vital that we do more of this kind of cross-species training. There you go. And if you do find General Oryx, let me know. I owe you money.
I love my Turian friends. Garrus. Oh, there's a lot of bedrooms in here, man.
You asked me to talk about the SSV Normandy. The Normandy SR-1. As commander of the Tokyo, I was consulted on the Normandy's design and on board for her initial training exercises. The average person probably doesn't know that the Normandy was a joint project with the Turians. Acting CO, Eli Xander, was no diplomat. She ran out of patience with Turian posturing and politicking during construction. The chief architect of the Drive Corps, Octavio Tatum, and his team of Turian engineers were in the CIC for final training exercises. Tempers flared when Xander pushed the limits of the stealth system, waiting to vent the IES well past what Tatum was comfortable with. I tried to calm the situation, but it still ended with the Turian scientist in shackles and a human-Turian fistfight at Korra's den later. Funny now, when I first laid eyes on the Normandy, she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Day after that training run, Admiral Wright found me on the bridge. She's yours, he said. Can't trust her to Xander. Send me a list of crew from the Tokyo you'd like, and prep for your first mission. Short command thanks to Saren. Still, one of the highlights of a long career.
Another bathroom. Damn it, I can't show. It's bubbling. Is it the toilet? Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, it's this. I want to get in, though. Damn it, let me in. Okay, well, I guess I'll go meet Joker. Guess I looked at everything. Oh, I should just leave. Oh, this is interesting. I'm going. We're gonna have a party, Joker. Who do you invite? Is it just me? Or is he inviting Edie? Wait, I don't want to be the third wheel. But at the same time, I kind of just like want to watch from the distance like I always do. Like the creep I am. Like Shepard just looks so funny, just looking over everyone's shoulders. Oh, I should have changed my outfit. Oh, man. I'm dressed too casual for this. Sorry, guys. Coming through. Don't mean to cut.
Ah, Commander Shepard. Your table is ready.
Oh, this is nice. You all by yourself.
We should get more warming. There's some saute.
Looking at the fish.
I love this place.
I need to get fish again.
Only been here once before. Amazing place.
Good evening. Would the gentleman care for a drink?
Maybe later. I'm meeting a friend.
Damn it.
Very good. Enjoy
I
your
knew about
evening.
this place before it was cool.
Oh, shut up. The chef insists on no direct eye contact from the staff.
I'm not surprised. He's a genius.
Wait, where's Joker? Oh, there you are. Hold on.
French are such sushi masters.
Oh, it's just us two?
Hey, Shepard, not bad, huh? The sushi place is serious. Like, French guy at the door serious. Only had to save the galaxy twice to get a table here. You seen the line outside?
Who's that?
But here I am, drink in hand. Best pilot in the universe and a rock star.
Any news from the Normandy?
Oh, you know, maintenance stuff. It's hard knowing a bunch of strangers or poking around in my ship. I mean, your ship.
The best thing we can do right now is park her and let the techs do their work.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe an oil change, space tire rotation.
Right. Trust me. It'll do her some good.
Oh, I trust you. Not sure about those shifty aerospace engineers. Always stealing the silverware.
Let someone else do the work for once. Hackett's orders. You're on shore leave.
Yeah, whether we like it or not.
I'm sure you'll manage.
I may need a drink that comes with an umbrella.
I'm the first human Spectre. I'll get you 2 umbrellas.
Awesome use of power, boss. So, your email said it was important?
My email. I'm here because I got a message from you.
Yeah.
The hell? I didn't send anything.
Wait, what? Someone's setting us up.
Commander! Excuse me. Sorry. Alliance business. Commander, this is urgent!
I don't think that's the umbrella lady.
Commander Shepard, I'm Staff Analyst Maya Brooks. Alliance. Excuse me. Alliance Intelligence. There are people trying to kill you.
What's new?
Yeah, I think he's aware of that.
No, I don't mean Starburst and the Reapers. I mean other people. New people. It's... Someone is hacking your account. Comm channels, personal records. They're targeting you specifically.
Is that with the email then?
Targeting me. What do they want?
The intel isn't definitive yet. Last time, I guess without definitive intel, we almost landed troops on a gas giant, which is bad.
Hang on, Brooks. Take a breath. From the top. What do you know?
Excuse me, you don't have a reservation.
Oh,
Good
God.
evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight's performance is brought to you by random acts of violence.
Get down.
Man, I love show business. Spread out, boys. Find me Shepard.
Stay there. I'm coming. Joker?
Ow, my pancreas.
Poor Joker.
Hey!
Damn it.
Got one, sir.
Find the crew. I'm going after her.
Find the crew, got it.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
You used me as bait?
Go.
You used me as bait?
Oh, I did.
Did you see that? Savior of the Citadel uses Brittle Bones guy as bait.
Shut up. Go away.
Hang on. Brooks, stay down.
Yeah, I put that on right in front of your face. Remember that. Don't question it. Someone moving threads or something? What is happening over there? Ow, ow, ow.
Commander!
Oh, no. What is that? A disruption from?
Commander!
Oh, this is awkward.
Brooks!
Oh god. Eesh. Oh god.
Commander! I found a secure terminal. Are you okay down there?
Are you okay? You got shot.
Yep. Feeling good. Brooks, you got hit.
I know! I used MattyGel. A lot of it.
Okay,
all
good.
of it, actually. And now everything is a little bit bouncy.
I
See?
have none.
I think you used too much.
So, can I help with anything?
Alert CSEC. I'll look for a way out. Where do you come from?
Hi. Don't mind me. This seems safe. Oh god. Whee.
Citizen, this area is under attack. Please move to a safe location.
No. Hey, thanks for worrying about me. Guys, I don't care if the current temperature units still work. Put the new ones in all along the section. The customer has permits and wants work to start immediately. Even paid up front with a crazy bonus. Get it done. Back brakes. Citadel Air.
Warning, this area is unsafe.
I'm leaving, okay?
Brooks, I see some sky cars across the gap. Maybe a landing pad.
I'm checking the area. Transportation, no. Food, no. Laundry. Ah! It's a Skycar lot. Cision Motors.
Get a shuttle over there. I'll find a way across.
Okay, right. Security alert. So, it turns out CSEC has the whole area locked down. It's gonna be a tiny bit tricky to get you a shuttle.
Keep at it, Brooks.
Great.
Oh, also, stay off your comm. Well, except for me. It's hacked. That's probably how they found you.
Who are these guys?
I don't know. But they really don't seem to like you.
Yeah, I'm sensing that.
How you doing? Taking a little break. I guess I'm going this way. Man. What about my guns?
Shut the doors. What's going on?
Oh.
Shut the whole area down. I need to get to my shop. Is Cerberus attacking? Oh my god. Why are we locked out?
Oh god. I'm right ab- is this the right above the sushi place?
CSEC has restricted all travel within this area. Advance team screwed it up.
Ooh.
Shepard was unarmed.
Let's see.
Man, those guys are idiots. I got Shepard. Trevor's over here.
No! As you can tell, it went very well. Meow. No. I couldn't even get down the ladder before they noticed me. Damn it.
Advance team screwed I got Shepard. It's Shepard.
Ow! This is not. Yes, I can see very well. What in the hell is that?
Online.
10 years later, I'll wait all year if I want to get my shields back. Ow, as if you have an angle on me. No. Nah, leave me alone. Those things are more annoying than anything. They knew that's sending those things everywhere. They explode and do so much damage.
Can you hear me? Are you all right?
No.
I'm fine. Might need a little backup.
Thank the goddess. Joker explained what happened. I'm on foot, but should reach you soon.
Yay.
Excuse me, who is this? You're on an unsecured channel, and you're putting Commander Shepard in danger. In danger? Who is this?
Hang on. Joker mentioned Staff Analyst Brooks, yes? That's her. Everybody play nice.
Easy meat. We do not make anything that tastes like Krogan, and certainly not barbecue with sorry. That is not the sort of business we do. Please restrict your orders to what's in the official catalog. What the fuck? Vyarah, where are you? I need your help. Help me.
Half the team is down. Shepard's headed this way. What the hell is going on?
Holy Jesus! How many more grenades did you need to throw? Was that necessary amount? Get rid of the stupid drone. It's the worst thing in this area. It just explodes. Oh, great. Hi. You're lucky I don't have like anything.
Garrett's here. Heard you're in trouble. Everybody's heading your way.
Good to hear. Things are a little dicey.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Is there any more ammo? Okay, everyone is coming, hopefully. Oh, nice. You're cute. Any MattyK gel would be nice. I have none. Festus, I know you're licking the fruit when I'm not around. Stop that. What the fuck? I'm disturbed. Don't buy fruit from that place.
Brooks, found a way across. It's locked down.
Right, because of the, lockdown. Can you get through?
I'll try to override it.
We'll see. Maybe there's something over here. No. Or I could just... No, that's a bad idea. Hop on. Oh, nice.
Damn it.
Shepard, what are you doing? I heard that from here.
It's all under control.
Grab cover!
Is that some kind of alarm? What's going on?
Thought I'd make things more interesting.
Of course you did.
Shepard, Brooks sent me the nav point for the Skycar lot. I'll meet you there.
Good.
Sounds
What
like
do
a
we know
plan.
about these mercenaries?
They have
They're
guns and
annoying.
don't like me.
That's not helpful. Commander, it would really be great if you could stay off the comm.
Hey, they called me.
More like a million grenades. Oh, great. My power is recharging slowly. I see you. Stop it. No, not more of you. Oh god, there's so many behind me still. Really? So annoying. You had to set off the drone before then? I have no ammo now. Shasta, darling. Look, here's the deal. You can't say stuff like that to Jyla. She will freak out. I swear to you, her blue head will pop right off. I doubt her dad was a Vorcha. Sort of doubt it. Man, I need ammo. I see some. No to me. Oh, look at all this. Vyarah Blaze. I think I tore my ACL doing something extreme. Starting to black out from the pain. Yeah. That sounds not good. Okay, guys, really, I'm blacking out. And then there are like 19 million grenades. It's ridiculous, honestly. Did you need so many? Every time I turn the corners, there's another drone. I'm gonna lose my mind. Look! So many. I'm already out of ammo? Ah! Ow! God damn it!
Commander, there's a C-Sec shuttle inbound if you can get to the Skycar lot.
Understood.
Okay. Brooks over. No, out. Brooks out. Oh, over and out. Brooks. Oh, damn it!
Anyone else? Oh, you want to do that? Get out of here. Guys are driving me crazy. How many more? I don't know how you're supposed to do this stealthily. They see me through the barrels and through the walls. I don't know. Simply not going to happen for me. Oh, I can go in between. Okay, I'm going.
Having a bad day, Shepard?
You could say that.
Landing pad is over there, but it's behind a locked gate.
Let's look for a control panel.
I like your outfit. Control panel, right.
My casual outfit? I didn't dress up,
I heard
I'm sorry.
you fell through a fish tank.
We'll talk about it later.
A shame. I quite liked that restaurant.
We'll talk about it later.
Oh. This is the Dauntless. Looking for something unique, something that will turn even your sorry neighbors green with envy. Look no further than the Sizian Dauntless. This rugged beauty doesn't just get one of the glamorous vid premiere to the next. It ushers you on a cloud of smiles, the best deal in the known universe, or my name isn't Snackle Vinher, manager Sandkol Vinher, Crimson Motors. Assembled by hand in fabrication tanks that are filled with filtered spring water shipped from the pure ice mountains of Amenea. The Crimson Stalwart isn't just a car, it's a life choice. Oh, this one's destroyed. Jesus. Up? Is this a... Oh, it's a not a doorway. Ever want to experience danger from the safety of your own sky car? Ever need to explore the vast reaches of the unknown and be home in time for dinner? The Crimson Gallant will take you there. Strong, silent, and willing to charge into battle along the most exclusive boulevards. You can breathe easy. Ooh, looks like the right way to go. So I'm not gonna go that way. I'm gonna go explore over here. You got any Medi-gel that you want to share? Help? I've got none. That's the one I saw walk in.
Stand back.
One moment. Hello. Could you please open the gate? Thank you.
Please leave.
Well, I could have done that.
This music, though. Let's go. Oh, what's this? Oh. Great.
Rex? What are you doing here?
Just butting heads with the council over Krogan expansion.
Oh.
Let's go!
Oh, great.
Shepard, we got a way out of here?
Rex,
We'll find out. Oh, this is so nice. Oh, this is interesting. Stimulant pack.
Professional.
It's not a... Yes.
It's not a no.
Commander!
Joker, we lost our ride. Where are you?
On my way. Picked up Brooks. Figured you'd have a few questions.
Good call. yes and no. Mercs in a C-Sec shuttle.
What?
Little busy right now.
Right, sorry. We'll be there soon.
Almost there, Commander. Hang on.
Oh. Didn't even get
Approaching your
stunned.
position, Commander. Just following the gunfire.
Copy that.
Sorry I'm late. Had to take the scenic route.
Scenic route? We nearly crashed 4 times. Where the hell did you learn to drive?
And Brooks says hi.
Ow! So gonna die.
Get to the shuttle.
Where's the shuttle? The extraction zone. I don't know where that is. And I'm not in the best situation right now.
Good to go, Commander.
Yeah, where are you guys? Over here? This is not the extraction zone. Can confirm. Where? Yeah, would love to know where that is. Over here?
Get to the shuttle.
Oh, like that, I guess. Is it out here? I was just out here.
Commander.
Oh, of course I can't jump off that ledge even though it's the same height as all the other ledges. Of course. This one? Oh, over here in this blue section?
Go, Commander.
Over here? Okay, there we go. I see, I see. Jesus. Where'd they get all these people? Like, it's like these Cerberus, all of them, they have infinite amount of people to just waste. I don't understand where they get all the people from. How?
Someone want to tell me what's going on here?
Who were those mercenaries? They were heavily armed and using C-Sec shuttles.
I don't know. I've never seen them before.
And so many of them.
I can't believe you survived all that. They had guns and grenades and there's drone things.
It's all right. I'm calling Commander Bailey. See what's going on with C-Sec.
Okay, that sounds... Wait! Wouldn't that just make whoever you contact a target too?
She's right, Shepard. Until we know more, it's a huge risk.
Okay. For now, we run this ourselves.
Right. Ourselves. On our own. Outside the law. Okay. Yeah.
Brooks, it's okay. I know this is a lot to deal with.
I got shot. I got MedGel, but still, I took a desk job explicitly to not get shot. And you killed 100 guys with a pistol!
Well, yes, that did happen.
I mean, who does that? Well, you, I guess. But besides you. They said the MedGel might make me jumpy. Do I seem jumpy?
A little bit.
How did you get mixed up in this?
I monitored data for Alliance intel to prevent fraud and hacking of officer IDs. Like, someone using an Admiral's pass to get into a nightclub on the Citadel when that Admiral is fighting on Tuchanka. I wrote a tracking program. It's really neat. I named it Mr. Biscuits, after my cat.
Brooks.
Right, sorry. Anyway,
Mr. Biscuits.
My program detected a breach in your classified files. Soon, everything we had on you was compromised. Personnel files, mission reports, everything.
Since when does hacking personnel records involve heavy weapon fire?
Think of what criminals could do if they had Shepard's military access codes. Or Spectre codes, even.
Explains why they need you dead, Shepard. Nothing to stop them till the damage is done.
Okay. Let's figure out who they are and shut them down. Ideas?
Maybe. That pistol you picked up.
For such a tiny thing, it packs a punch.
Never seen anything like it before.
Nor have I. Let me see if I can dig something up.
Well, you can try, but I should warn you, I haven't found anything yet, and I've been digging pretty deep.
I'm sure you have. Glyph.
Collating relevant intel for review, Dr. Tassoni.
Thanks.
All right, the hour's on point. What about the rest of the crew?
Yeah, what about those slackers?
Joker, you've been busy.
I found some folks who actually like being shot at.
Permission to come aboard, Shepard.
Oh, everyone is in here.
Okay, later, when this is over and everything is settled, we are gonna talk about this bait thing. What's up, Commander?
He's still mad about the bait thing.
Back during my pilgrimage, I used to walk around near that sushi place and watch the fish through the window. I knew they'd never let me inside, but I'd think to myself, someday, when I've proven my worth to the galaxy, I'll go there for dinner. And then, you broke their floor.
Do they even have food you can eat there?
Not the point,
I'm sorry.
Hey.
The Normandy's nice, but for unwinding after a mission, you can't get better than this. Observation Lounge needs a hot tub.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Hey, Shepard.
Nothing beats having a Krogan bodyguard, huh? Had a buddy like that once. No, not so much a buddy, really. More of a prisoner who helped us. It's a long story, man. Anyway, Brooke, she's kind of cute. Think she's on the market? Shepard?
Ooh, you like her? How you doing, Edie?
The restaurant attack has made the news. Civilian casualties seem to have been restricted to fish. Hello, Shepard.
Well, that's good.
I'm glad you made it out of that ambush okay. None of us saw that coming. But lesson learned. Never have dinner with Joker. It won't end well.
I'll let him know.
Shepard, I've made some progress. Would you like me to call the meeting?
Hold off for now.
Certainly.
I'm gonna have to write a report about getting shot. I hear those are really complicated.
It's faster if you make a template.
I think maybe you get shot too much.
I would know. Garrus. Garrus, where are you? Garrus?
Commander, in my cycle, when we fled combat by falling through tanks containing aquatic animals, we usually... Oh, right. We never did. You are a trailblazer.
So rude. How you doing, Rex?
Bet you never saw a shuttle get taken down like that before. I still got it.
You always will.
Thought we were done with all the shooting on the Citadel after Cerberus messed the place up. They must want you bad, Shepard. Price of fame, I guess. Shepard?
Commander?
No, this is so nice. But now I'm looking nice. There you are, Garrus.
So, what was it, Shepard? 5 minutes before someone started shooting at you?
I know, right?
On the other hand, we get this cool secret hideout to hang out in. Unless the bad guys look in the window. How's it going?
It's going good. I'm dressed up now. I might be a little late, but it's okay. No one else hiding around here? In the closet? In the bathroom? No. Okay. Okay, I am ready.
Whenever you're ready, Commander.
Do it.
We have a lead. I called in some favors to run a trace on the gun. It led me to a casino owner named Elijah Khan. He's been suspected of using his profits to smuggle weapons onto the Citadel. Immediately after the attempt on Shepard's life, Khan made an interesting call.
I'm cutting you off. I'm returning your down payment now. What's the problem? Turn on a vid screen. When I sell a gun, I don't want it showing up on the nightly news.
You won't be linked to me.
Save it. Our association is terminated. And if you even think of coming after me, I've got info on you ready for prime time. So you ponder that. Khan out.
So that's our identity thief.
Looks like he's got an ID disguiser. Those things are a pain in the ass to get around.
Did you get anything on the mercenaries who attacked us?
They're a private military corporation called Cat-6. As most of you know, Cat-6 is an Alliance nickname for dishonorable discharges. Many have criminal records, histories of steroid abuse, and other charming features. No doubt hired by the thief, not by Khan.
That phone call was pretty damning stuff. How'd you get it?
It involved the weapons biometric data, Solarian intelligence, and a Hanar prostitute with camera implants.
Seriously?
No, but the truth is boring.
Wow.
Khan didn't sound friendly to whoever that voice was. Maybe he'd pass on that info to us.
That would take some extremely smooth talking. If he sees you, he'll probably assume you're looking for revenge. The casino has a panic room. Chances are he'll have gone to ground there. EDI can give us programs to hack the door, but the cameras and guards complicate things.
Yeah. Khan could disappear. Or worse. If his guards ever open fire, normal people could get hit. Like I did.
She's right. We can't risk spooking him. We go in quiet. Small team. No gunplay.
Dr. Tassoni, this evening the casino will be hosting a charity event to assist war refugees.
Purchase some tickets, Glyph. Then call up a layout of the building.
Score! So, how close can you get? You don't usually put a back door in a panic room.
This air shaft bypasses the security gate and ends up in storage. From there, the panic room's door camera can be disabled.
Still, we're talking about a casino. There's gotta be alarms in that shaft.
I believe I have some countermeasures that may help. I'll know more once we're inside.
Who will go in this shaft? They need to be small in size.
Yeah, that's not me. Too many snacks of roast Vyarah leg.
I suspect my suit's built-in tech would be picked up by security sensors.
My presence in the casino would arouse suspicion. Mechs are not allowed, since they can have cheating software.
What you need is somebody trained in zero emissions tech. No electronics, no metal, just undetectable polymers. We had a course back at Op-Int, disabling a bomb with these little tweezers. See, the bomb was filled with shaving cream.
All right. You're in.
What? No! What?
You said it yourself. We've all got too much tech.
But I managed to get shot just coming to talk to you. Now I'm supposed to hack my way into a safe room?
That's the plan, Brooks. Get whatever you need and be ready.
If that's settled, it looks like there's one last hurdle to get us inside.
Which is?
Black tie required.
Ooh. I gotta bring Vyarah. Oh yes. Black tie, huh?
Commander, keep dressing like that and you'll have to catch me when I swoon.
I might do more than catch
you. How are you so calm? Well, you did run under a Reaper while it fought a Thresher Maw, so this is no big deal for you.
Relax, Brooks.
Right. Okay. On it.
Exciting.
I'll get to the ventilation shaft. Wish me luck.
Have fun.
You have any input?
Khan has a lot of surveillance set up. I'd mingle with the guests if you want to look normal.
Okay.
Okay, Vyarah.
Let's
Time
go.
to meet the riffraff.
Love your dress, by the way. So cute. Time to go mingle. Hello, ladies.
Hi, Elspeth Moraine. I'm running for Zakara Ward City Council. Are you a citizen here?
I've had bad experiences with politicians.
Who hasn't? That's why I'm running. I got sick of leaders with ties to Terra Firma or Cerberus or worse.
Oh?
The ward needs refugee facilities. It needs security, it needs jobs, it needs everything. And hopefully, with a friend like Elijah Khan backing me, I can make it happen.
Intriguing. Ooh.
What are you having? Nothing too crazy. I want to be able to walk a straight line.
Cassian Temple coming out.
Are Asari drinks usually mild?
Not all of them. Mr. Khan had us put out some gelatin shots earlier. Also Asari. They kick like a shotgun.
Commander, I'm upstairs by the grate leading to the shaft, but there's a problem. Can you meet me?
Okay.
Evening, officer.
Sir.
But hold on.
So push my tour of the camp from one.
So to sum up, tomorrow starts with the Help a Dream Foundation, then it's blood drive, refugee camp, and hospital tour.
Sounds like you turned pro.
I try.
Ms. Rios believes we have an obligation to the less fortunate.
Of course. So how are you liking the party so far?
There's a party?
Oh, hi.
Evening, officer.
Sir.
Commander? I'm upstairs.
Hold on. Select one of the 4 available variants to place your bet. If the selected variant wins the race, you receive a payout based on the variant's odds. Okay.
Get your bets in. 5 minutes, people. Live feed. Baron race starts soon.
Tastes like chicken.
Live holo feed starts soon.
I'm watching. Come on. Come on. Come on, you got this. Yes, yes. 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 Incredible.
Tastes like chicken wins.
And that's what I call profiting.
Follow your quickest, meanest.
Come on, Tiger Bite. Bring it home.
You got a lot riding on him?
He's my boy. Picked him up at a shelter. Whoever let him go had no eye for racers. He can outrun anything he can't outfight, and outfight anything he can't outrun.
What are the odds on it?
Enough to pay for my kids' tuition.
Attention, bets are locked. Attention, all bets are locked. Good luck, ladies and gentlemen.
Interesting. You're not mingling and you're not betting. What's your game?
The name's Roland Quarn. The game, Commander Shepard, is hearts and minds.
Care to elaborate?
Most people in this casino are here for a good cause. Others are just here to be seen. Phonies, if you will. They have money they won't miss. Others, who are not myself, need it. So, the honorable thing to do is part them from this money.
So you're a con man?
Con men leave their marks angry. Con artists leave them smiling.
Interesting. What you looking at?
I see the security gate.
Okay, that's great, but we gotta wait on that until I reach the end of the duct.
Okay, I'm coming. I guess I should go. I was having fun, okay? I was mingling, looking normal.
Still upstairs.
Yeah, I'm coming. She's like, please help me. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, I'm coming. I promise.
Drinks are complimentary tonight, sir.
Oh, nice. Said you're upstairs. Oh. Where? Oh, there you are.
Just waiting.
Casually.
Okay, right. Just like we thought. There's an alarm on the grate.
We'll have to bypass it.
Use this. It's a resonance emitter lens. It should let you see security grids and wiring.
Good.
God.
I'll follow the wiring to a junction box, splice it, and disable the alarm.
And now I've become
Yeah.
elusive man.
Fingers crossed.
The lens is working.
Good. Follow the blue wiring. In case it needs to be set.
I see a junction in the wall, but there's a camera watching it.
Shepard, I'm sending a hack to your Omni tool. It will fool the camera, but it'll self-delete after a few seconds.
Got it. The splice is in.
Good. I've got the grate open, and in we go. Act casual. This could take a while.
Okay. Back to mingling I go. Oh,
I heard your advice is so good.
Commander Shepard.
Vyarah.
Oh.
A long time.
My idea of a long time is different than yours, Commander.
What can I say? I put a lot of living into the last few years.
Indeed.
Do you have any advice for me this time?
When?
I had an appointment with you. It's been far too long. That's a lot of cameras.
Evening, officer.
Sir.
Oh, that's cool. I can, like, see them. Oh, let's play some roulette. I don't know how to play this. To start game, place chips on one of the following bets. A single number, a range of numbers, red numbers, or black numbers. Single numbers return the highest payouts. Okay. Place more than one chip on the same bet. Okay. Okay. So I can just pick the number? My favorite number isn't even on here. But this one is. Damn it. I lost. Red.
What?
Damn it.
There's a guard right below me.
Don't panic. I'll get his attention.
I lost so much. Okay, no more playing. A guard right below you.
Commander, the guard's still there at the base of the stairs.
In a sky car, it's about the
At
most
the
dangerous
base
thing you
of the
can do.
stairs. Is it this one you mean?
Evening, officer.
Sir.
Oh God. What staircase?
I'm pretty much stuck.
Oh, this one.
Excuse me. I think I saw someone doing drugs in the men's room.
I see. Were you able to identify the substance used?
Red sand.
Dispatch, we've got a sand tripper in the bathrooms.
Have they tried to compromise the games biotically?
Unknown at this time. Moving to confront. Send backup. We're taking care of it, sir. Appreciate the help.
No problem.
You have a good night now.
You're clear, Brooks.
Thanks, Commander. I'll see if I can get to the panic room.
And I'll get back to blending in. Slow and steady.
No
We'll
more
get you
gambling, though. Okay, maybe one more gamble, though.
I'll call you back. Potential client here.
Enjoying the party?
Like
right now.
adrenaline in my heart. They're gonna have a fire breather on the bar later and shoot fireworks above the ward.
Would fireworks even burn in a vacuum?
It worked at New Year's. Whatever they did, it looked freaking nuclear.
Oh, that's Interesting. Okay, one more game. We're only gonna do this much. Nice. I'm confused. I'm leaving.
Talk to me, Brooks.
I've got a pressure pad and an obstruction detector ahead. I can't disable them from here.
Okay. Edie, I need a tech solution. Brooks, stay put. We'll find some junctions and take down the sensors.
Okay.
Okay,
Follow the red wiring.
The red wiring. Okay, I saw it. This one.
I'm at
I
a
can
junction.
distract him.
There's a
Tell me
camera and a
when.
guard.
We'll just be here. Try not to call him.
Suspicious activity. My floor.
A guard spotted me.
If you act normal, hopefully he'll move on.
So these hollows aren't just hollows, right? Real Vyarah are racing somewhere.
Oh yeah. They set up a trap. Our pups eat. They bark. They need cleaning up.
What's a pro racer eat?
A special diet based on what?
Okay,
I saw a pickpocket working the crowd upstairs.
Just a second, ma'am. I'll contact the surveillance desk. You can
oh my
point him out
god.
to me.
He's got the Mustang, voice of Mustang from Fullmetal Alchemist.
Brooks, try it now.
Checking the pressure pad. No alarms. Looks good.
How you doing, Leon?
Follow the red wiring.
I'm going. Don't look suspicious, okay? Oh, that's a dead end. Check the other side then. Following the red wiring. This reminds me a lot of Kasumi's mission.
There's a junction by the roulette wheels, but it's in plain view of two guards.
But you can do something, right? Because my legs are maybe sort of starting to fall asleep a little.
I bring
Hang in
greetings
there.
from the consort
We've got
Vyarah.
this.
She instructed me to schedule a session with you, free of charge.
That's
I'm at the storage room.
Okay.
Time to hit the lock.
Be careful, Brooks. Brooks?
Oh, son of a... Hey, Commander.
What? What happened?
Infrared laser hooked up to a silent alarm. I didn't get it in time. Shepard, I'll call the responding guard to say it was a false alarm. But you must stall him before he reaches Brooks.
I'm going.
Hey! Just calm down. I'm trying to do 3 different things here. Barrows?
Sir, we checked out the alarm in storage. It's nothing. Minor accident.
Find out who tripped it and get them in my office by end of shift. Now you. What'd you need?
I'm sorry, are you with security? I thought you were a friend of mine. You've got the same suit.
You. Enjoy your evening.
You're clear, Brooks.
Thanks, Commander. I'll see if I can get to the panic room.
Back to mingling I go. No more gambling, only mingling, okay? Only mingling.
It's for a good cause. Why, hello, love. Isn't the turnout amazing? I wasn't sure anyone would show up.
We pull together when we have to.
I feel so bad for the humans. If you need a place to stay or anything, you just let me know.
I have a place to stay, but thanks.
So you had nothing before that? Oh, how brave of you to endure, dear.
The humans are so resilient.
Like how Vyarah just turns around and like watches the wall while I'm mingling. Time to go mingle some more.
Commander, have a drink.
I think I once heard a rumor that you were leaving the Citadel.
I did leave. Some so-called journalists made up stories about me. Because of their venom, I retired to a little colony in the Celia Nebula.
Oh.
Why come back?
Because I knew people here, and they needed comforting. And because one does not flee the heart of the galaxy in desperate times. Not because of some scoundrel with a video camera.
Evening, officer.
Sir.
Quick mingle.
I'm debating whether I should report you to security.
Oh, I like a good debate.
Would you be so smug if I got you thrown out of here?
Possibly. I'd like to see you explain my wicked motives right after you explain why you have a radio in your ear.
Well, since I don't see you turning me in either, I gather you're no friend of Khan's.
Khan doesn't have friends. Anyone who says otherwise is deluding themselves.
What should we do?
The thing about Solarian parties is, they all do it too well.
I don't follow.
My lab group on Sirkesh, all Solarians but me, and all with damn near perfect memories.
Oh, that could get awkward.
Exactly. It was all about who burnt the cake 6 months ago, or arguments the two people continue when they meet up once a year.
So they never let anything go?
Yeah, it was constant one-upmanship. I couldn't keep pace with them if I wanted to.
I can't get the security gate to open from here. The junction must be on your side. It might be tricky, just so you know.
Have a little faith.
I can distract him. Tell me when.
I know. Give me a second.
You look hungry. They have vat-grown swordfish in the restaurant. Shall I save you a bite?
I wouldn't turn that down. Hey, who told you I like vatfish? Suspicious activity. My floor.
A guard spotted me.
So you don't miss Sirkesh at all?
Not the humidity and not the lack of privacy.
Okay.
The science was...
It was almost well.
Those cufflinks. Is that design inspired by late-period Inusanan artwork? The attention to detail is remarkable.
I guess. They were a gift.
Stop, 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 stop! I pressed stop so many times and it wouldn't stop! I'm like pressing the button so many times.
Andrew was just saying this.
Why? How often do you look over here? Oh, right over here. Okay, then you turn around. And then you turn.
Suspicious activity.
Ah.
My floor.
A guard spotted me.
Not suspicious at all. Damn it, why are there so many of you in here? Oh, because that one sees me, so I have to definitely take that one out first. Which means I definitely have to distract you first.
Is there somewhere?
I don't know how long it's gonna last though, because she said it wouldn't last long.
Call. It's very important.
Let me see what I can do.
Any luck with the gate, Commander?
It'll be done when it's done.
How long will this stay?
You have a good night now.
Sorry to bother you. I know you're busy.
No!
Activity, my floor.
Ah, it took so long to get her to stop. No. Great. Like, I understand what I need to do, but...
I saw a pickpocket working the crowd upstairs.
Just a second, ma'am. I'll contact the surveillance desk. You can point him out to me.
Okay. Now we just need... So that's
Have
last.
a good night now.
Okay. No. It took too long, and the whole time he was there looking at me. Ah. Man, this is hard. So I need to do it when he is looking there.
I bring greetings from the consort Vyarah. She instructed me to schedule a session with you, free of charge.
That's very kind, miss. But we have to clear all our, gifts with Manu. Have a good night now.
You look hungry. They have vat-grown swordfish in the restaurant. Shall I save you a bite?
I wouldn't turn that down. Hey, who told you I like that fish?
Oh. That was so difficult.
Con, I'm not here to threaten you. We need to talk.
What the hell?
I see this conversation will be strictly one-sided.
Commander, there's a deletion order on the terminal.
Damn it.
Everything's been wiped. I don't know if it was him or the killer or... When I tripped that alarm, did I screw this up? What are you looking for?
Mistakes. Thought so. Whoever it was had to do this fast. They wiped the terminal, but not the comm.
Oh, so we can take the comm back to the safe house to scan it, or...
Elijah, come crawling back.
Guess again.
You. I see you've recovered from flopping on the floor like a fish.
You'll need to do better than that. The last guy that trash-talked me was a few kilometers taller than you.
Brave. I thought as much, but it won't matter. You have nothing. All you can do is wait for the hammer to fall.
Why do this? What did I do to you?
I'm gonna take everything you have and everything you are.
Damn it. Sorry, Commander. There wasn't enough time to trace the call.
We're not finished. Pull out the data drives.
The ones that got wiped? You think we can find something?
With Edie, anything's possible. The sooner we get them to her, the sooner we can track down this threat.
Oh. Party's over.
Thank you, Shepard. That was fun. Well, not so much for the host.
It wasn't a total loss. Brooks, work with Edie to see if there's anything useful on those drives.
Here's hoping. I'll let you know what we find, Commander.
And we're back here. Well, I'm pausing that one there. This has been a lot of fun, so I'm excited to keep going. I will see you guys in the next one, though. Huge thanks to all my lovely patrons.